Some breaking news to bring you now regarding some of the early announcements from Andy Burnham and Number 10. Let's bring in our political correspondent, Lucy McDade, who can bring us more live from Westminster. And Lucy, just talk to us about an early announcement regarding the cost of living.
Yesterday, when he became Prime Minister out on Downing Street, was that he wanted to give families, people right across the country, breathing space. What he meant by that is relief from the growing cost of living. So what he has announced this morning, one of his first announcements, or his first announcement officially in office, is that from the 1st of October, he will want to cut VAT from electricity bills. Well, what does that mean? Well, the government is effectively saying £45 off the yearly Ofgem price cap. They will expect energy suppliers, they say, to pass that down to customers so that they have that money off their electricity bills. Now, just cast your mind back to under Keir Starmer's government not too long ago. They shifted some green levies, some green measures, if you like, onto general taxation. What that did was take £150 off the energy price cap. Well, Andy Burnham is saying, is his first official announcement in Number 10, that he will take even more off that price cap in the hope that it will give some people off their electricity bills. He's also saying that some small businesses as well, they will be eligible for that. Now, it's expected to cost, I'm just reading this out now, expected to cost about £850 million, not an amount of money to be sniffed at. They are saying that that will be fully funded by scrapping the digital ID scheme that was, again, something under Keir Starmer's government. Now, that was announced. It was hugely controversial. I think a petition against digital ID was signed by about 3 million people. The idea of that programme was to crack down on illegal working. Well, actually, there was so much backlash to it that what the government ended up doing was saying it would no longer be mandatory, and instead digital ID would help give people better access, easier access to household bills, to childcare, for example. The way that Keir Starmer's government sold this to people was being that you would no longer need to search around, root around your drawers for an energy bill as proof of address. You would be able to instead present this digital ID. Well, Andy Burnham has come in and said he is scrapping that. It was costing too much money. He didn't think that it was focusing enough on his main priorities. So instead, using that money on a key cost of living measure. He has given a quote this morning saying millions of households across the UK will benefit from this immediate action. It follows his commitment to the nation on the steps of Downing Street yesterday to give people some breathing space and help with the cost of living. Of course, one of the criticisms of Keir Starmer's government was that they promised change, they promised more money in people's pockets during the 2024 general election campaign, and that people right across the country simply weren't feeling it quickly enough. Andy Burnham wants to show people that when he's in office, he wants to show people those tangible changes. Of course, it is going to be challenging. This is one policy announcement. He says there will be more to come, but any more that do come will be announced in the budget in the usual way, and he is stressing they will be fully funded. Again, his political opponents are using every opportunity at the moment to accuse him of making unfunded policy announcements, of saying that he doesn't have a proper plan. Well, something that Andy Burnham has made sure to come into office with is this argument that he will stick to the fiscal rules. He understands the importance of that, and so every announcement will be fully funded. So that coming in this morning, Andy Burnham's first official policy announcement in office. Of course, over the weekend, before he went into Downing Street, we heard that he'd be scrapping that digital ID scheme. There are plenty more announcements, I think, to come. This is a man who's spoken about greater devolution, more powers to local areas. I think we can expect to hear more from that. He also said that his first instruction in Number 10 would be to end rough sleeping at the earliest opportunity. So it's the first official policy announcement, but we have had a few more from Andy Burnham over the past few days.
Live in Westminster for us, Lucy, thank you so much.